Hello. Um, Today I wanted to talk about. Oh, sorry, I just drank something bubbly. Ugh. Oh, wait. Today's day 29 out of 100. And yeah, today I want to talk about something that I've realized that I want to pursue more in the future, and that is teaching. I had a really good time teaching what I could to my cousin while I was in Korea, and it was incredibly fulfilling, and it gave me a lot of pride to be able to affect her in the ways that I did. And I want to do more of that in the future. I've I've always struggled with knowing what I want to do with my life. And after seeing what I'm capable of in the teaching department, I think I'd like to just pursue that more in the future. There's so much purpose in being able to teach the things that you learned to the people who are going through the things that you went through. And when I told this to my oldest brother, Justin, he said that, yeah, gravitating towards teaching seems to be like a human thing. And that makes sense. Like, in the past, like, humans wouldn't have come to where they are today if the older generations weren't constantly teaching the younger generations what they learned little bit by little bit until they, learn how to hunt and farm and just better ways to survive. And now we've come far, far into the future, and one of the things that we can learn from each other is just how to be happy. And not that I'm a master at being happy or anything like that, but I'm no longer at the noob level of it. And I can see in people when they're like, when I see someone and I see that they're in a place right now that where I used to be, like, I just want to help them. I want to guide them in the direction that I needed to go to get to where I am today. And I like that it's not simple to teach those sorts of things. Like, I like the complexity of trying to find out what works for each individual, like how they need to hear certain words, what combination of words in what settings, in what tone, trying to figure all of that out to be able to have the message be received properly is really fun. Like, it feels like a puzzle. And since I'm at least somewhat capable of doing that, and I find joy out of it, I just want to pursue that more in the future. I wish I had oh, like for the last few years I wish I had a mentor in just like life and my in the topic of my career, which is in finance and investing. Like especially in my career, like I've always wanted a mentor because I had so many questions and I had no idea how to answer them, and it was just so overwhelming. I didn't know where to start. But lately, I've had a lot of people take up a mentorship role for me, and I have yet to be able to fully take advantage of that relationship because I'm just still getting used to reaching out to ask questions and things like that. But yeah, it's been incredibly helpful to just have a bunch of really knowledgeable people in finance and investing to just be able to speak to and ask really stupid questions and just have them answered very deeply. And I feel like it's just so important to have a teacher, like a good teacher. And I'd love to take up that role for a lot of people in my life. And not even people in my life. Like I could see a future where I do this for strangers and in some sort of class setting, or yeah, in like a group setting with like people I've never met before. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Just trying to say more things like this out loud so that it stays on my mind and maybe affects the way I approach future situations, or like affects how how I take advantage of certain opportunities. Like if another chance comes up for me to take up this role, then if I forget that I feel like this, I may just pass on that. But if I just keep this in mind, then I'll take up that role and succeed or fail, but either way I'll learn from it, and I'm sure it'll get me to where I want to be in the future. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow.